Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, now the update. We will stand by you if Nigeria attacks you. Simon Ekpa assures the people of the Republic of Niger. Now, the Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile is assuring the Nigerians that if the federal government of Nigeria makes their threat real to attack them in collaboration with Ecowas, that they will be strongly on the side of Nigerians. Now, Masaman Ekpa is saying that the government of Niger should not fear. We should not entertain any fear that over 70 million Biafrans are with them in this trying moment, as long as they are seeking for their own freedom. That's what Ekpa is saying. Of course, this has shown that Ekpa has waded into the wave of coups happening in the West Africa. Yes, in the West Africa sub-region. Now, of course, you will recall that Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea have made their own coups, and so the last being the Nigerian coup, of course, very close to Nigeria, and they fought in the sub-region in just about 2 years or thereabout. And so, Ekpa's response follows the tension within this West Africa due to this military takeover of Niger Republic last month. Now, it's worth noting that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu sought Senate approval to implement resolutions established by the Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas, that is to restore stability in Niger. And one of these resolutions involved the potential use of military force if the junta did not step down within 7 days. Now, this deadline has passed on Sunday, last Sunday. Now, reacting to Ecowas' ultimatum, Ekpa has made this statement. Said, Biafra stands in solidarity with the juntas in Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. In his words, I quote, I want to start by encouraging the presidents of Mali, Burkina Faso, and the Niger Republic. I want them to understand that the wave of freedom in Africa, especially in West Africa, must continue. We want to let them know that Biafra is behind them. We are fighting the economic freedom and the complete freedom of our people. Should Nigeria lead a military invasion of the Niger Republic, Biafra will stand by them. Over 70 million Biafra is standing behind any nations that want to free themselves from modern-day colonialism. End of quote. That's a statement of Simon Ekpa, giving assurances, strong one, to Nigerians, Mali, Burkina Faso, yes, and even Guinea, that look, Biafrans are behind you. You are seeking for the freedom of your people. Ekpa said, look, we are not against any nation, and we are not for any nation, but we support those who are looking for freedom, who are seeking liberty for their people, who want to, disentangle themselves from the modern-day colonialism. That's what Ekpa is saying. And he said, if Bola Tinubu, who is Nigerian leader, as they say, if he makes his threat to move in with the Ecowas military to attack Niger, Ekpa said they will stand behind Nigerians. Of course, Bola Tinubu has been receiving calls and pressure from international community, particularly from France, US, yes, to take military action to restore Bazoum, who is the ousted president of Niger. Nigerians has been jubilating, celebrating the junta for the military action, for the coup. We have seen it. That jubilation has been everywhere, has erupted in the 10 Nigerian cities, where people are burning flags of their former colonialists, who they accuse of being in their country, still colonizing them in a modern day way. And so they are in the embassy of the French embassy. We saw Nigerians saying, burning their flags. There's a French flag, and also the embassies. As we are speaking, they have continued to carry the evacuations. That's the French government have been doing evacuation. The US has also been doing evacuations of the citizens, so to move them out of Niger. And so that is where the things are. The tension is high in Nigeria. The senators are trying to discourage the government not to go there, particularly the senators from the northern Nigeria. They said they have 5 states in the north that bordered Niger. If anything untoward happened, or like any confrontation or military, confrontation there, it will affect the northern states more and more. Okay, and that is why they are trying to discourage them from invading the Niger, to force them. Okay, yes, but Tinubu is seeing this thing as, oh look, this is an affront to himself, not just Ecowas, because it hasn't been long he took over, just merely 3 weeks he took over as the chairman of the Ecowas, where he sounded it as a note of warning to everyone that Ecowas under his regime will not tolerate any acts of military coup or military takeover, yes, of democratic process in any country within the Ecowas sub-region. But within just 3 weeks, not up to 3 weeks, he made that declaration and stern warning. The junta took over in Niger and now very close to Nigeria. People have said that Niger is just part of Nigeria, but in northern parts of Nigeria. Yes, say Niger is an extension of Nigeria, so it is very close to several borders are there. Of course, you know the former president of Nigeria have declared that he will run to Niger after he relinquished power in Nigeria. Barely 1 month he said that this is what is happening in Niger, okay, his own country. His own country, that's the jihadist, the header that governed the country. So Biafra has weighed in. Mazi Samoneba have said it, that Biafra is in support of freedom seekers, those who seek freedom for their people. Underline that word, freedom, because if you go to Niger, you see the air of freedom. Over there, people are jubilating. That's the point. We understand the attention in the military, or the decree, or whatever they use to suspend the constitution. But as we're speaking, what's happening in Nigeria? And we obeying the constitution. Look at the case of Mazi Kalo. It's a typical example to all of us. The government is still obeying the constitution, but they were accused the juntas of suspending the constitution, and that's why they are chasing them. The America and the France that is telling the Nigerian government or the Ecowas through Bola Tinubu to go and fight Niger because they suspended constitutional order. In Nigeria, constitution is not obeyed. What effort have they put in place to pressure the government of Nigeria to obey constitution, their own laws? They have not done anything towards that direction. But they are quick to to pressure him to go to Niger to restore constitutional order. But in Nigeria, there's no constitutional order. They have not said anything towards that. All right, so that's the situation of things there. Egba has waded in and has made the proclamation in that regard, and that is where we stand. Standing with the freedom fighters, those who seek for liberty.